Hi everyone, 2019 Earth Boar Year is approaching. How's the performance of the 12 animal signs for the year 2019? Which animal sign doing well for the year 2019 and which animal sign have the opposing forces with the yearly grand chill? As the Chinese always say that the whole year works depend on the good start in spring. So before we want to know further about the 12 animal signs, we need to understand and know when is the beginning of spring. For the year 2019, the beginning of spring fall on the February 4th, 11:28 a.m. So it means that it's a Chinese calendar month of the December 30th, the eve of the Chinese New Year. For the baby who born before the beginning of spring, you belong to the animal sign of dog. Only for those baby that born after the beginning of spring, then you only consider belong to the animal sign of bull. For those that are born under the animal sign of bull, this year you are opposing forces with the yearly grand chill. And this year is the same year of your born year, so you are considered offending with the yearly grand chill. And the significant problem is that this year you will feel moody and feel lost, and it may cause you to make a false decision. In terms of career-wise, this year is favorable for those which is a salary earner, because with the appearance of the axis, it can help you to have the chances to get promoted, and maybe your superior recognize and appreciate the hard work you have contributed from the last year. And for those who have their own business, this year, I will advise you to think twice before you make any decision. The impulsiveness and the spontaneity will not work well with the important decision. And in terms of the inauspicious star, this year there are two inauspicious stars, which is the backhooking and the Earth Star. And these two inauspicious stars will be having an inferior people that will be behind you and fighting the opportunity to backstabbing you. So this year, just keep calm and do well. Ignore the rest of the people comments, and you still can get a better chances. In terms of the wealth-wise, this year, even though you have the chances being promoted, it doesn't mean that your salary will increase accordingly. So this year, we advise you don't spend too much and you will have the overspending. And for those that own business, this year try to avoid to apply the extensive loan from the bank, because the chances that you're being bankruptcy is quite high too. So we advise you this year not the year for you to do any investment, especially for those short-term investment, because the chances that you lose money is quite high too. In terms of relationship, this year is not as good as compared to last year. For those that are still single, you can't make up your mind whether you should focus on the career or in love. And for those that already have the partner, you think that this year your partner don't really understand you and you won't be satisfied with the performance from them. So in fact, this is the feelings that influenced by the yearly grand chill, because as I mentioned before, you are offending with the yearly grand chill. So just open your ears, open your heart, and try to understand, communicate with them, and everything should go fine. This year, your health luck is not favorable as well too, especially for the urinary system. With the appearance for the hidden cough, the chances that you get a food poisoning is quite high, so watch out for the food hygiene. Besides this, with the appearance for the sword edge and the blood knife, the chances that you get injury is quite high too as well. So no matter you are the drivers, you are the passenger or the pedestrian, this year you have to watch out with the road accident, as the chances that the metal object hit you and make you to have the injured is quite high too. So I will advise you, for those under the animal signs of bull, you may consider to do some blood donation or make an appointment with the dentist to do some scaling or medical checkup during the month of the Chinese calendar, lunar month of April and October, and it can help to lose some blood to avert the misfortune. For this year, the lucky color is the golden and the blue color. And the Chinese always say that if the grand is sitting in the middle, if there's no celebration, there shall be the calamities. So this year, if possible, try to have some celebration in your family. If not, I would advise you to attend some happy occasion to boost up your life, your luck. But in terms of the Feng Shui tips, I would advise you this year you may consider to put some lucky bamboo at the north sector of your house, and you may consider to put some red object in the south sector of your house to minimize the dispute problems. Some of you may be wondering, are those animal signs that have the opposing forces with the yearly grand chill means that they may have the bad luck? And for those that are combined with the yearly grand chill, that means that 2019 is a good year for you? In fact, those animal signs forecast that we just mentioned is just only based on your born year. If you really want to know the luck of your 2019, I would suggest you maybe consider to go to popular bookstore or other bookstores to buy this Jane Hor, okay? This book currently is in the Chinese version. There's no English version yet. So if you have your friends or your relatives that know how to read Chinese, you may consider ask them to translate the content to you, as this book is based on your year, month, day, and predict your luck for the year of 2019. And besides this will also have the content about your face reading and also some Feng Shui arrangement tips, and do have the Tong Sheng that help you to choose the good date to start work, to choose the good marriage date for the year of 2019. So try to grab a book for this year.